we know that Bud Light has just been cratering because, as we know, go woke, go broke. And I think this has been probably the most epic, um, I don't know,
Oh, it's
impact
been
that
glorious.
we had. I mean, it was pretty harsh against Disney, and I think Disney is still feeling the effects of it. Of course, they're never going to turn things around. Like I said, they don't care if they run these corporations into the ground. But I mean, their sales have dropped. I don't even know what the last number was. Did that say 26%? Which is huge. And now they are just desperate. They are desperate to get people's uh, customer support back, to get people to buy their product again. They're even giving out free beer to every wholesale employee as it begs for forgiveness after Dylan Mulvaney fiasco. As expert warns firm's compass is broken. I don't even know what that means. He
Yeah,
didn't
they're
have a
they're
compass,
not heading in the
essentially.
right direction. That's what that means. Like they
Well,
all they need to do is get a crisis communicator, and a crisis communicator who I've done this professionally would tell them you need to know your customer who you pissed off. You need to identify what you did to piss them off, and you need to own it and apologize. That's it.
and they are trying to apologize. I mean, and we've seen where the CEO of, or the owner or whoever at the top of Bud Light has said, I didn't know they were going to do this. I didn't approve this marketing campaign. So there's been this whole effort to distance themselves,
You
which
can't do
I'm not
that when you're doing the apology. For you husbands out there, that's the I'm sorry you feel this way. I'm sorry
right.
you got offended, but I didn't have anything to do with it. Doesn't work,
Well,
guys.
Well, you can't. I mean, it's your company. I mean, you need to know what's going on. It's not like, with your kid, if your kid like throws a rock at somebody, you're like, I had nothing to do with that. Like, you know, it is
Well,
your responsibility. So, that's completely the wrong approach. And then they've got this executive, what's her name? Alyssa Heinerschneid, Scheid. I can't say her
the
name.
names and words just get better and better.
The later the show goes, it's all over. Um, she's trying to cover her tracks by saying it wasn't meant as an ad campaign. It was just a gift to Dylan Mulvaney. And that just goes to show that these people truly think that we're stupid, because we saw the video where she was talking about how she wanted to get away from this fratty, what's it called? You know what the word I'm looking for? Just the image. There
Like
we
the
go.
frat
See, it's
boy
just a word.
image, yeah.
Yeah, the frat boy image that Bud Light has had before. And and she was talking about how all the sales were down, and it was her job to come in and to create this new campaign that was fun and light and happy. That's exactly how she said it. And, and the next thing we see is that, or I don't know if it was the next thing or if it was before, but, we've got Dylan Mulvaney with this case of Bud Light with all of these cans with his face on it. And he's doing this very scripted message about March Madness and all of these things. It's like your job was literally to come in and to boost the sales and to rebrand. And that you said that this was your mission in conjunction with what Dylan Mulvaney was doing. So there's nobody that's going to believe that this wasn't meant to be some kind of ad campaign. Like, nobody is going to buy that. So
Nope.
now we've got the CEO distancing himself, saying I had nothing to do with it, and she's coming out and saying it was just meant to be a gift. And it's like, what really doesn't work as an apology? Talking to the people that you've wronged like they're idiots. So,
Nope.
um, it's not working, and I don't know if there is a way to really regain that trust, because it's not like they just put out a bad commercial or a bad ad, that people were like, nah, that was stupid. And if it had just been this thing where they sent Dylan Mulvaney a can with his face on it, like, congratulations, I don't know that I would have cared that much, but it was so completely coordinated. And then to come out and say that we misunderstood it. Um,
Yeah, this is how stupid they think that the Hodge twins had the best take on this.
mhm.
One, I'm still not convinced that this dude isn't just trolling everyone. Like, but his whole thing is just so over the top that I'm not convinced that he's just like, society is so ridiculous right now. I'm just gonna troll everyone, make $1 bajillion, and then go back to being the basic straight white dude that I probably am. But the Hodge twins had the best take on this because they identified they're not stupid, just like you're not stupid. I know it's hard because we're black and we're supposed to
Big
not know
birds are
how to
racist.
read and write and stuff. Beer cans don't put straight white people on their cans. They don't put professional athletes. LeBron James has never been on a beer can. Michael Jordan's never. Jeff Foxworthy. What's that racer guy? Dale Earnhardt has never been on a beer can.
Mm-hmm.
This is not something that industry does. But just this one time, we were trying something new. We're putting a face on. Have you ever had a beer can with a face on it? No,
not
because
yet.
they don't even do that. They
Right.
don't put elite athletes, celebrities. Jay-Z and Beyonce have never been on a beer can. The only person who's been on a beer can is this confused dude.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to say that it wasn't marketing.
Right.
It's unprecedented. Not
Right,
just
yeah,
because of who he is. Like, give me a break, BudLight. Ugh.
Well, and they responded exactly how all of these people respond and say, you know, they shove the blame off on somebody else, or they, you know, like I said, they say that we mistook it and that we were wrong. But I think, I mean, the issue here is not, like I said, it's not just about a bad ad or a small move. It's the fact that they're embracing this ideology that is literally meant to destroy the country. That's what this symbolizes. And Dylan Mulvaney symbolizes an ideology that is being used to mutilate and destroy children. So with this combination, not only that, people have repeatedly said this is not what we want. We don't want everything to have a political message. We just want to be able to purchase beer or go to a kids movie or go to a theme park or be able to go to a store or be able to do something that does not have political messaging, especially this particular political messaging. And I don't know if I don't understand why they keep doing it, but they keep doing it and people keep sending the same message. Like, this is not what we want. It is not working. And we know that you are fully aware of what you are doing.
They're aware. Guys, if you're not awake to this yet, the left and all of the corporations, they are doing the spaghetti test. They are throwing everything at the wall and to see what sticks. Disney with gay characters and trans this, and Buzz Lightyear's making out with Woody or whatever. They're just trying everything out. And if it doesn't work, if there's the backlash, then they say, oops, our bad. We didn't mean to. We didn't mean to put this dude on the can. We're sorry. PayPal. Oh, let's see if we can just deplatform Christians, conservatives, straights, Republican, whatever. Just kidding. Our bad. It was an accidental update to a very wordy terms and service. 12 pages of accident. And every time they get caught, or every time there's a big backlash, they just say, we're sorry, we'll fire someone, and boo-hoo. This big executive is going to get a huge severance, and she's going to cry herself across the river to Coors Light or, CNN or something, and be the chief of marketing for some other woke place, and get a raise, and get a promotion. I'm over
her
it.
next job move. Her job after being put on leave from BudLight was to move over to recruitment for the U.S. Navy.
Oh gosh, Biden's gonna make her an admiral. Oh,
probably.
Oh man, it's gonna be her and Herpes Daniel. Yeah.
Well, the only way that she can come back from this is to change her pronouns.
Then she could sue Bud Light for firing her for speaking her truth.
It's true.
Or his truth? I don't know.
It's their truth.
Oh man. Well,
I don't know how they're going to come back from this. And the problem is, I mean, one of the many problems is they don't even have the goods to back it up because everybody's like, Bud Light already sucks. Like they didn't have they didn't have the room to play this kind of card in the first place. I
no.
mean, you know, they don't have a product that people can't live without. They don't have a product that people can't, you know, find a better version of and pay even just a little bit more for. It's like people are like,
The
we only drink Bud Light when there's literally no other option.
Yeah, the
So,
cheap, like light piss tasting beers are all the same. When I was in college and in the nasty guard, it was Coors Light. You know, we were making mountains out of it. They all taste the same. Coors Light, Bud Light, you know, whatever, just kind of these, and I hate to describe people this way, but there are some people who are, but just kind of this like white trashy beer, you know, like the
yeah,
NASCAR
yeah,
special. It all tastes the same. It just tastes like crap. But
yeah.
you drink it in social situations. It's the only thing there. It's free, you know. Or Jesus didn't turn the water into Bud Light. He turned it into
Yeah.
wine.
Exactly.
So.
You know what? I'm not even sure Jesus could have worked with that. He's like,
Oh gosh. Well,
like,
this
just
wedding's
give me free
over.
water. Just give me plain water. That's all I
Yeah.
can do. I don't know. I don't see how they come back from this. I don't think an apology is even it's not going to work because once you break that trust, once you demonstrate to people that you are willing to make this move and to politicize your beer cans and to, you know, to directly go against something that people have repeatedly said they don't want. I mean, you're not going to get that trust back because it's just a matter of time before you're going to cave and you're going to do it again because you already caved once and the pressure is just getting more and more.